Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Miss C's Corner. Today, I want to talk about something that might not sound like social emotional learning, but actually is. So if you've been watching these videos, you've probably recognized that I've been doing a lot of videos on the Leader in Me, which is a specific training that some of the schools in the district have been using. But the great thing about the Leader in Me is that the habits and the techniques that this book talks about aren't meant just for schools that are using the Leader in Me protocol. These are habits that can be adapted and used in different schools. So I want to talk specifically about one of those techniques today. And that technique is all about having a plan. So Leader in Me refers to it as something a little bit different. They call it beginning with the end in mind. But honestly, it's just about having a plan. It's about having a routine. It's about having an idea of something that you want or a goal you want to achieve, and then working to try and achieve that goal by making a plan. Sounds really simple. We do it every day, and we don't even recognize this is actually social emotional learning in action. And the reason that it is because when we do this behavior, when we make a plan, when we decide what we want and then figure out how to get it, these are actually amazing skills in learning how to create a vision and learning how to create steps and understanding what steps we need to do to get what we want. This is a great lesson in organization, in planning skills, in self-motivation. These are wonderful skills that children need to make responsible decisions, that children need to make responsible life decisions later on in life. And if we teach our children these things right now, when they're in elementary school, when they go to high school and college and middle school, they're able to take these skills and use them in not only their classes, but in their own lives to figure out their goals and how to achieve their goals in a way that makes sense, in a way that is smart and reliable, and in a way that is achievable. So I know this can sound kind of intimidating, right? How do I even begin to teach a kindergartner or a first grader how to make a plan and how to have a vision and then put it into action? That is huge, and it is huge. And yes, it does require huge skills that a lot of kids don't have quite yet. But there are some really great fun ways to get even kindergartners to practice this skill. One of the easiest ways that we do it with kindergartners without even realizing it is teaching them their letters. We teach them the song, the alphabet song, and then we teach them how each letter corresponds to a different sound. A is for apple. B sounds like B, like bananas. This is in fact teaching kids a plan. They have a goal to learn the alphabet, and then we give them steps. Learn the song, then we learn the sounds, then we learn how to write them. And eventually, before we even know it, a 6-year-old can write their own name. It's amazing to see it in action, and we don't even realize that we're actually practicing this very skill of having a plan. Parents can even do it at home in one of the most fun and simplest ways, baking a cake. If your kid loves to bake or they love to cook, why not have them help you? Have them help you make a batch of chocolate chip cookies. It's the easiest way to put this into action. You have a vision. You want to have chocolate chip cookies. You want the chocolate chip cookies to be delicious and yummy and chewy goodness. So what are the plan? What are the steps that you need to take to get there? Well, we need to have a bowl. We need to have a mixer or a spoon or something to use to stir it. We need to make sure we have all the ingredients that we need before we start. What do we need? We need sugar and flour, eggs and chocolate chips. Do we have everything we need? Great. Now we start by reading the recipe. What are the steps in the recipe? Okay, we have to crack the eggs. This is a great way for you to get your kids involved at home in a way that teaches them how to follow rules, how to be organized, how to follow a structure, and how to have an end result that corresponds to their vision. It is all about having a plan, and this is one amazing, simple, fun, delicious way to do it. There are so many ways that you can practice this skill, whether it's writing an outline for a paper, baking a cake, whether it's drawing a picture, whether it's something as simple as learning your ABCs. Anyone can do this as young as pre-K, as young as little toddlers learn this, and you can teach them this skill in fun ways. You can teach it to high schoolers, adults, and if we're on the topic, even adults need help with this sometimes, practicing the skill of setting a goal and sticking to it. Whenever we try to lose weight, whenever we want to exercise more or drink more water, those are exactly what we're talking about. Having a plan, having a goal, a vision, and putting it into action. This skill is all about, if you imagine a kid in a race getting to the finish line. That is what this skill is about. It's about everything that comes before that race, all of the preparation, all of the thought that goes into actually creating that vision of winning the race. So I'd love to hear what your comments are. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Go into this comment section. Tell me if you have some ideas of how you can do this with your own kids, or ideas of how you want to do this with your own students and families. I would just love to hear what you all have to say. And remember to make it a great day.